Mark Twain Lake FishingIntel.com presents your monthly expert roundtable. Mark Twain Lake FishingIntel.com is your premium resource for your up-to-date fishing reports and videos to help you find the fish faster and become a better Mark Twain Lake angler. Multi-species include catfish, crappie, and bass. To view this month's roundtable, go to marktwainlakefishingintel.com and stay up to date on everything fishing here at Mark Twain Lake. This month's roundtable is brought to you by check out 154 Marine in Perry, Missouri. They are your Skeeter, Excel, and Avalon dealer. They are your full-service shop located west of Perry on 154 Highway. Give them a call at 573-565-2052 or catch them at 154marine.com. The Hunting Corner, located in Monroe City, Missouri, where they have a full line of ammunition, hunting rifles, and more. They also have plenty of fishing gear, along with minnows, rods, reels, and plenty of archery gear to make your hunting trip a success. And the Junction Restaurant, located in Perry, Missouri, Highway 19 and 154. If you're looking for steak, chicken, pasta, and more, check out the Junction Restaurant in Perry, Missouri. So let's start the show.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back to our February roundtable. Here we are, first part of March. We're in Keith's nice little man cave out here. Thanks for having us out here. It's nice.
Yeah.
Toasty warm, got the pellet stove going, all that good stuff. I want to start off this February roundtable by thanking 154 Marine, one of our title sponsors. They're your Skeeter boat, Avalon boat, and Excel boat dealer. So check them out, 154 Marine. 154 Highway west of Perry, Missouri. Stop in, see Corey, Sonny, or Charlie, and they'll get you taken care of on all your boating and you know, all your boat needs and all that good stuff. So, and I also want to thank the Hunting Corner in Monroe City, Missouri. Any of your hunting and fishing needs, check out Nick and the guys and gals over at the Hunting Corner. They'll get you taken care of. Bows, guns, fishing rods, reels, bait, minnows, whole 9 yards. So anyway, I really appreciate our two title sponsors, and we got Rooster's Bar and Grill back on board this year.
Good.
Can't wait to get back in there and have a couple round tables. They got some great food, and you know, I'm looking forward to getting back in there.
I do. I like
that.
Yeah.
You know, nice back room in there, and like I said, great food, great cold beer. Zeke likes cold beer, so does he. I drink iced tea most of the time, but we're looking forward to having Roosters back. So anyway, we're gonna pretty much get into crappie fishing. Is the only thing going on right now here at Mark Twain Lake for another month or so, and then the bass are probably gonna start picking up a little bit. But the ice came off about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yep.
And you know, the crappie fishing has been pretty good in certain areas, and we're gonna get into all that. And we got Zeke from Three Forks Guide Service, and we got Keith with Mark Twain Guide Service, and myself with Strike 3 Fishing Guide Service. So anyway, if you're looking for a guide on the lake, give either one of us a call, and we'll put you on some crappie, and you'll have a great time. So let's get into it. How's the crappie fishing been, Zeke?
Jason and I got out on the first ice off there on the lake. Like you said, about 2.5 weeks ago. I drove around for what seemed about an hour, checked all the ramps, and everything was iced up solid. You could drove a truck out on most of it. And I just happened to drive over to a certain area of the lake and drove over it, and it was wide open water. I said, man, this is kind of odd. So I called Jason. I said, let's go.
That was the only ramp open?
That was the only ramp open at the time.
Because you checked a couple that day, too.
Robert Allen was frozen solid.
I said, let's go. I said, jump in my boat. We'll go for 3 or 4 hours and just see what we find. And we fished some areas that we thought we could find some fish, and then we ended up going and fishing some standing pole timber. And the fish were there. They weren't plentiful, but the fish were there were of size.
Yeah, the size was looking really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dynamite what we're seeing right now.
And what I'm seeing, what I've been out here the last couple weeks, the most active fish is going to be your fish that are either singles or 2 or 3 fish on a tree, or even better, a roaming fish that's 5 or 6 foot deep on the pole timber. And that can be in 20 foot of water. You can still find roaming fish between the timber, and them fish are the most active. These schools right now in this cold weather are super finicky, and Keith and Jason can agree to that. The schools are not, they're reluctant to bite. You get less fish in the school, like 3 or 4 in a group on pole timber or that single, there is a higher chance that that fish is going to bite.
And I know fish.
And I noticed when you're up in the rivers, the water temperature is going to be warmer than the main lake, and that plays a big part in, I think, that aggressive bite.
It's changing quickly. What I noticed, I fished Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday last week. I fished all 4 days. Thursday I went out by myself, and I had to fish 20 foot deep and I had to be in 25 to 30 foot of water fishing 20 foot deep to get bit. And the fish I caught were quality. They were good fish, and they were mid-lake fish. They weren't river fish or mid-lake fish.
Yeah.
And there was plenty of them there. The numbers of fish I'm seeing is just
Yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous how many fish I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I worked through those fish on Thursday. I went back out. I took a buddy of mine out on Friday. Or excuse me, yeah, it was Friday. Took a buddy of mine out. We went back up into an area. We found plenty of fish. These fish were a lot higher in the water column, but the water had went from 37 degrees up to 39 degrees. So they moved up that quickly. They moved up quite a bit, and the bite got a good deal more aggressive. Now this was still on hair jigs. I couldn't get bit on anything but a hair jig. And Zeke told me about black and chartreuse, and that is definitely the color they wanted.
Yep.
I stayed with it all day long. We had 2 beautiful limits with one fish that was 16 inches long. We had some good fish.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, this bite right now is up on the upper part of the lake right now. I mean, as far as the bigger fish.
I'm running from the rivers to mid-lake, just
Right.
past Eli into, I don't know what those 2 little pockets are called,
Right.
2 little cuts.
Right.
I have not been down by the dam area at all.
You know, I've been down Dry Fork, a few of the pockets from Ely towards Dry Fork. I've been in a lot of the main lake pockets, and I'm finding a lot of fish schooled up, and every once in a while you'll catch a 10.5, 11.5 inch fish, even a 12 inch fish, but they're just, it's taking 5-6 hours to weasel out a limit down on that lower end of the lake, from what I'm seeing.
The gentleman I took out on Sunday, we decided we weren't gonna keep a fish unless it was 12 inches.
Right.
And we came home with every fish we had was right at 12 inches. And there were some 12.5s and a little over, and there was a couple of them that were 11.75. But when you come home with 30 fish ones like that, you're pretty happy.
And you all have one eye, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of one-eye fish.
That is correct.
I don't know what the deal is with that. There's a
Because
lot
you
of
caught one
one-eye
with
fish.
2 eyes, you can do him back.
Yeah,
to
I two back to
reproduction.
2-eyed fish.
Yeah, yeah. Throw them back so they can reproduce, so.
And I'm fishing.